Okay, guys, so today I'm going to do something a little different than just talking about Lyft driving. Um, I think I mentioned it in a previous video, but I moved down to Biloxi about 6 months ago, and I want to start doing some videos about what life is like down here in Biloxi. I moved from Memphis, Tennessee. Um, And so I have visited down here for maybe 2 times, and I assumed that this was a place that I would want to live. Um, and all in all, what I found in the short 6 or 7 months that I've been here is that it has some pros and cons. So the next few videos that I make, besides the Lyft driving, will be about what life is like here in Biloxi, Mississippi. I can just tell you right off that the biggest thing that I didn't account for was the lack of job opportunities. I was an EMT when I moved down here, but my license didn't transfer because you have to secure a job first as an EMT before they can transfer your license. It's a weird way that it works. Um, but I was also going to come down here and do Airbnb. But there's a lot of zoning laws in the apartments that I moved to. They actually don't allow you to do Airbnb or what would be considered subleasing. So it kind of put me in a pickle, and I ended up getting my CDL instead. But all of that to say, like, I just kind of want to, if anybody's thinking about moving down in this area, the Gulf Coast area, even New Orleans, Pensacola, I would kind of consider those places too, because it's not that far from Biloxi. I think Pensacola is about 2 hours away, and New Orleans is about an hour away. So that's one of the biggest cons is the lack of job opportunity. I would recommend working from home, finding a really good work from home job, writing, blogging online, things where you don't depend on your immediate surroundings and environment. Um, the biggest positive I would say would be, of course, being on the beach. You can see the beach behind me. Um, Being on the beach, the slower pace. So, like, if you're looking for a place where it's not as many people, um, the traffic is slower. There's never a traffic jam here. I rarely see a car accident, like things of that nature. This would be the place to go. And then you still have New Orleans, which is like an hour away. You have Pensacola, which is 2 hours away. So if you still kind of wanted to get that like feel of like a city, um, you have places that aren't that far away. So that is one of the positives that I do like about living down here. But I'm going to show you guys some clips of the ocean shore. Um, Going back to a con, one of the biggest cons down here is that you can't get in this particular water. Now I think you can go to Gulf Shore, um, Ship Island, I think, and you can get in that water. But the water here, the immediate like ocean front and Biloxi Beach, you can't get in that water because it's ever since the oil spill that happened, the water hasn't been basically suitable for people to get in. Now I do still see like a lot of tourists come down here and get in the water, but most of the locals advise you not to get in the water. So there's another thing. You have the beach, but you really don't have the beach. But again, like Pensacola is 2 hours away. So yeah, what's another pro? The food down here is really good. Like I come from Memphis, so of course we eat good, barbecue and all of that stuff. But the food down here is good too. This is definitely a Cajun spot. They have a lot of good. If you like seafood, this would be the place to be. I've rarely been to a place where I haven't thoroughly enjoyed the food down here. So yeah, that's another thing. Another thing that I'm going to talk about is, of course, what it's like to live down here as a black person. Because of course, especially in places in America, like the life down here is different for black people than it would be for, other groups. So I do kind of want to touch on that. There is, some streaks of prejudice and racism down here, but we'll get into that. But for the most part, if you know, it kind of depends on what you pay attention to. But yeah, for the most part, it's a pretty laid back place. You really just have to find your niche in order to live down here comfortably. So yeah, I'm not gonna make this video too long. This will just kind of be an intro to many videos that I would do about like life on the Gulf Coast in Biloxi, in New Orleans, and Pensacola. So hopefully you guys will follow along and subscribe to this channel. Um, and yeah, oh, and one more thing, a way that I've been able to combat the lack of job opportunities here is to use my car, my vehicle. So I will go to New Orleans at least on the weekends, and I'll drive, and maybe make like $800 to $1,000, sometimes 1,200 if it's a good, time of the year. This is Mardi Gras that we're in right now, so this will definitely be a good time to go down there and make some money. Lyft here in Biloxi is really not that busy. I'm sure I've said that in my previous videos. So driving in New Orleans is ideal, and it's really helped, like, provide some sense of like financial stability until I get my, you know, feet wet as far as like having my CDL and doing some of my online ventures. But yeah, we'll talk more about it soon. Hopefully you guys will follow along on this journey. You can follow me, subscribe to this channel, Lost Art 2839. And yeah, I'm looking forward to telling y'all more about life down here. And have a great day.